Seems a little risky, but okay.
Tacos don't smell like that.
What kind of nipples are we talking about?
I won't go.
Okay, yeah, we're back again. Another episode of all over the place. And Sean has a game for me and Shane. He just thought this up and thought it would be a great idea to test and see how full of shit me and Shane really are.
This will be
Yeah.
interesting.
Okay, Sean.
Time to test how
lay
we
it
can
out.
drag stuff out.
Lay it out for our listeners, and we'll go from there.
All right, here's what I feel like is an interesting story, at least. And I'll give you the title. It's The Valley of Headless Men. It takes place in Canada.
Valley of Headless Men. Okay, so
Parliament?
I'm sure the Canadian people feel that way, yes.
we're-
Or would prefer that.
So for those confused, we are. He gave us the headline. Me and Shane are going to have to put together a story and see how accurate we can be with it. So Shane says Parliament. I would have suggested some sort of clinic involving circumcision.
What did you say? The Valley of Headless Men?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm thinking there's some sort of. I mean, Sean found this, so you got to try to think like Sean. And so,
Don't do that, but
He says Canada. I'm feeling California for some reason.
Yeah, so I'm going to cut the racist part out of it because we're thinking like Sean. So I'm going to say
that's where the content's at, though.
There's some sort of relics that they found, maybe some sort of Native American thing that they found down in a valley where there's like statues, but they're crumbled statues, but the heads are missing. So somebody has knocked the heads off Native American statues. Not that I'm aware of Native Americans building statues
In Canada.
in Canada. So
Yeah, this is fairly ambiguous. I don't know. There's no headless squirrel, so I know Sean's not involved.
yeah, that's true.
Let's see.
There's no fake hairline men. So
No.
maybe next week. Maybe next month.
Yeah, maybe next month.
yeah, we'll see.
Let's see. Valley of Headless Men, and you say it's in Canada. And see, you know, I guess Shane, like that would be close. It's like some sort of. They found a lot of artifacts strewn about, and they have a lot of questions in history that need to be answered.
I think it could go some other way too. There's some faction of people that are upset politically think that their heads are being cut off, so they're protesting because I have no authority, my head's been cut off, so we're going to march through this valley and protest because
I'll give you a hot, cold.
because Tucker Carlson said I need to be upset about this.
Well, to be fair, is this okay? They're walking around with no heads, metaphorically. Is this like the women with vagina hats?
Yeah.
Okay. It's one of those deals. Okay, so we're doing that and not Native Canadian relics.
Would you like me to give you like a hot, cold direction of where you're going with stuff or not? Or you just want to keep going?
You know what? I'm fine with just keep going.
Yeah,
All right.
We'll figure it out.
I mean, if we're accurate, we're accurate. If we're not accurate,
We'll get there eventually.
to be fair, I think the more inaccurate we are, the more fun we're going to have.
All right.
Yeah, to
So-
be fair, would we actually understand what the actual story said?
Like that's
Hopefully, when I'm done telling you what it is.
Like, to be fair, this sounds a lot like you can explain it to me like a fucking video game, and I'm not going to get it. It's like, what the hell was that?
Demons.
Okay. Valley of the Headless Men. And, okay, we're protesting politically, or we are in a Native American burial ground with some explaining to do. Is there anywhere else we could go with Headless Men?
The Valley of Headless Men.
It sounds like something out of a Ghost Rider comic.
Yeah.
It's like somewhere he would need to go to get something, apparently to ward off the political protesters and Native American evil spirits.
Right.
and Parliament, apparently.
And Parliament. Don't forget Parliament.
Okay, so basically what we have right now is Ghost Rider is traveling through the Valley of Headless Men to collect some sort of weapon to fight off the government and the people who protested. That's
Yeah,
not our, that
that
can't-
sounds about right.
yeah, that can't be our final answer.
I'll go with that.
It's like we need more details on this.
It can't
I don't
not
want-
be that.
But I don't. Yeah, there is no way that there is a news story circulating that doesn't involve a comic book hero trying to overthrow the actual government.
You're like the mainstream media is trying to cover it up. That's why I haven't heard about it.
And it's Ghost Rider, so he's playing both sides. He's for and against the protesters of the Native American land, of people without heads.
The Valley of Headless Men. I've got it.
Okay.
A bunch of incels are complaining.
With me
Because-
sitting right here, you're going to say this.
A bunch of your people are complaining that they married women that no longer give them head, and they've decided to start a club about it.
Oh, headless is in no oral.
Yeah,
Ooh.
they've decided to start some sort of He-Man Women Haters Club about it.
Very nice
Because-
M. Night Shyamalan twist on that one. I like
yeah,
that.
because-
Very good play on words.
But because these men are not getting orally satisfied by their women and or men, either way.
Okay, so what do we got now? We have
Now here's the
Ghost
thing:
Rider.
does it start off as if this was an M. Night Shyamalan movie, starts off as that first part, but then 2/3 of the way through the movie you find out it's actually this secret organization of incels running the whole thing? Is that how it goes?
Well,
or?
I don't know, but right now in my head I have Ghost Rider riding through the desert to find an artifact.
Ghost Rider's pissed off he's not getting head.
Yeah, well, no, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
The deserts of Canada?
Yeah, the
Is his
deserts
dickhead on fire too?
That's it. He's traveling through the deserts
That's why you
of
gotta use
Canada,
protection.
and he stumbles upon a Native American burial ground that the government is protesting with incels and vagina hats that are not satisfying anyone orally. I think that's what we got right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're piecing together the story as we go, and I got to be honest. I think we're hitting it.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
no way it can't be this.
I don't see how
It can't
you
be
got it so
anything
quickly.
other than this.
Yeah. It's the comic book hero, right wingers, vagina hats, government, headless Native Americans buried. A lot of unanswered questions.
Incels.
Incels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Have we reached
I'm going to lock that in as a final answer.
final answer? Okay.
You final answer as well?
Final. Well, I mean, we've come.
You don't even got to tell us what it says because we've already.
That's it. We know. It's like if you haven't been listening, we've already pieced the story together.
We've covered this already.
Well, let's say that there is an alternate timeline where that wasn't the truth. So, I was.
You're just being silly.
Yeah.
This
Now
is-
he's going. Nerd
That's the point.
shit.
Where it's a silly podcast.
Yeah.
We got to be a little silly.
Yeah,
got to be a little.
He's doing
play some
alternate
pranks.
timelines. That's nerd stuff. So go ahead.
Yeah.
It's his game. So obviously, there's
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
a
Why you gotta bully me?
little
bully?
nerd.
You were.
Don't make me call Cynthia back down here.
I thought that you might get kind of close to it when you were like, well, it's the Native Americans up there, and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe then. And then you're like, but why would it be that?
Well, obviously, it's not going to be Native Americans because it's in Canada.
Canada's part of America.
No,
Or will be
America
one day.
is part of America.
Well, Canada is part of America too.
Fuck Canada.
You won't. You won't fuck them
I
all.
won't do it. I won't do it. Okay, go ahead. Tell us what your version of the
Well,
story
my
is.
version is so it starts off. It's in the Nahanni River Valley up in Canada. They had back in the gold rush days sent. They had
Incels.
these three incels looking for gold instead of women.
To get head off of.
Yeah, they won't give me no head.
If
I'm
they'd
gonna
found
go
the gold, they'd have got some head.
exactly. Well,
Yeah? Ask Drew.
coincidentally, in their search for head, they found gold instead. And yeah, that rhymes. Yeah. But so they have all this gold, and they're like, there's a ludicrous amount of gold up here. We're going to go
So
back.
they did get head.
Well, they loaded it all up onto their cruddy raft that they took down there and went back. Only issue is they had to go up some rapids and shit. And turns out that their stuff turned over, but they're like, dude, there's so much down there, who cares? We're going back, we're getting more stuff, we're coming back here. Well, one of the guys, when they got back, decided, you know what? I think I'm just going to try and get some head again instead of gold, you know? I don't want to go all the way back down there because it's going to take, like, you know, several months. So they're like, whatever, more gold for us. You go, you haven't had any luck getting head, so who cares? You're going to fail. And then we're going to come back and we're going to get all of it. None for you then. All of these bitches, they'll be ours.
Okay.
So they go back there. Goes 2 months, 6 months. About a year goes by. And the guy's like, they should be back. Unless they found a bunch of women there. And we didn't find any the first time. All we found was gold. So he gets up some people. Goes back down there. Finds his buddies. And they have been decapitated.
Was it the Mexican drug cartels?
Not yet. Maybe in the future. But, so they find them. They've been burnt, their heads taken off, and there's no gold anywhere. So it's like, we found the gold. Where was the gold? So they're like, well, that's...
fire that burnt them, Ghost Rider.
Exactly, see?
I'm pretty sure. Now, I'm no detective.
Clearly.
I'm pretty sure that whoever killed them, burnt them, and decapitated them took the gold.
Possibly.
assume so.
If you find that gold, if you find a guy with a bag of gold getting head, he probably killed those dudes.
Probably that would make sense.
Wow.
Is that guy an incel or not? Since he's
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
not now that he's got the gold.
He's moving on up to the east side.
So anyways, you would figure that just with that, you'd be like, it's just two dudes that probably, you know, Ghost Rider killed them for their gold.
Yeah.
So it's like, whatever, that's not anything crazy.
There's a twist?
This happens several more times where you've got like 5-6 accounts more people going down there. For some of them were looking for gold. Some of them were just like fur trappers and stuff, just going down there to trap fur, as one does.
I've never heard that euphemism.
Collecting all them beaver pelts.
Yeah, boy. But they all end up with all of their heads gone, and
Well, don't go there.
Yeah.
Well, the Canadian government decided that, hey, we're going to turn this into a national park. You all can still go there, but we're going to charge you an arm and a leg and make it extremely
And a
hard for you
head,
to get there.
apparently.
Yeah.
You can only stick a fork in an outlet so many times before you decide that's a bad idea to keep doing.
Yeah.
Well, they don't got outlets in a national park.
And they don't have heads either, apparently.
No.
But they got fire. 2 sticks.
Lots of sticks in the forest.
Yes. Plenty to make fire with. Okay, so I
So
don't
I'd
think
like-
we were accurate.
I'd like to say we were pretty spot on.
I thought we were
Yeah.
close.
I mean, you had the Native Americans, you had Ghost Rider, you had incels.
And headless.
Yeah.
Headless. Yeah.
people that are not getting head.
Yeah.
They weren't getting any head.
Yeah.
Now, the weird part was, you know, that's not weird enough for you. They also have a bunch of Native Americans there, or Native Canadians, if
Native
you will.
Canadians.
But they have a
don't
bunch
get
of
called
rumors
Americans.
about. I want to say that one of the last group of people that was up there before they made it a national park was talking.
Aborigines.
Yeah, in
Canadian
Canada, Sydney. It's close, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
But but there were some guys that went up there to do just some more hunting and whatnot, and they ran across some of these
Headless
Native
bodies?
American. No, they ran across some Native American, Canadian, Sydney people,
Okay.
and they told them it's like, hey, it gets dark out here, and when it gets dark, these weird white devils show up, and
That's racist.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like they'll show up.
What can you
Don't
expect out of a Canaborigine or something? Canaborigine?
Cadbury eggs?
Yeah.
Yes. But anyways,
Okay.
they told them, it's like, hey, if you guys hear stuff out in the forest, don't go investigate. Just stay here with your fire and blah, blah, blah. And then they left. And then that night, they heard a bunch of weird stuff. But the thing is, it's like, if you're talking to white people, why would you go up to the white people and be like, yo, man, the white devils, they are out there. Do not go. I don't know why he is Indian or whatever. Add that to the list of ethnicities that live over there.
The things that they heard, were these slurping sounds?
Maybe. I don't know.
Cynthia was out there murdering people. Sucking down her high C.
His high C.
His high C, I'm sorry. You're right. That was great.
But yeah, this is just like one of the weird points that I want to kind of bring a little bit closer to home, and that's the fact that it's like weird shit happens in national parks. Okay. And I don't know if you were aware.
That's why we need to drill all the natural resources out of there.
So we can just leave them alone.
Get all the good stuff and leave the shit for everybody else.
Yeah. Did you realize that within like the last, well, it was during COVID, I think, they went ahead and made the New River Gorge National Park?
I don't remember.
That just happened? I thought it's always been.
I thought it's always been.
No, it was a park, but now it's like a national park.
Oh, okay.
Which means now...
Still dead center in the middle of West Virginia. Who fucking cares what the title is? Just like
So it's
airport.
Still trees, hills, and a bridge?
But now, probably weird demon incels.
Cool.
Yeah, now the demon incels are burning people and cutting heads off for gold. Now they've done moved in.
Well, yeah, that's sounds.
Which, I mean, it's good for the population, I guess. But
yeah, it'll weed out the fucking dumbasses. That's fine with me. Go ahead. But I mean, the detective work it took to get to that point, I think is like what they were using a couple of weeks or maybe even a month ago. A fella stabbed another guy at the McDonald's right over by my house. Stabbed him in the face like 6 times. And this guy who stabbed the other guy works at McDonald's. And 3 days before he stabbed this guy.
Was he like, I get no pussy?
Could have been. I don't know. But
he ain't getting none now.
That's it. Like 3 days beforehand, he had actually he brought my food out to my car. He was that guy who works at McDonald's, the low-level motherfucker. And then, 3 days later, he stabs the guy in the fucking bathroom. And the cops were able to catch him because he went down to the gas station this is fucking 80 feet away. And he has the guy's wallet, and he's still covered in the guy's blood, and he's carrying the fucking bloody knife. I'm like,
what gas station was it?
Speedway.
Oh, man, you don't do that at Speedway. You do that at like a Go-Mart or 7-Eleven.
No, that's where he went after he stabbed the guy in McDonald's.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like you don't go there.
Yeah, that's some Go-Mart shit.
Yeah, definitely. Fucking
Go-Mart, 7-Eleven.
I'm sorry. Does Speedway have a ballpark that I don't know about? Because Go-Mart does. I mean, if that doesn't tell you that they're...
Does the WNBA play there?
No. I'm surprised they don't.
Well, I don't know. I'm sure they got the B could be for baseball as well. We'll have to Google it.
Well, they might have to if the fucking middle schools they play and kick them out. Yeah. Oh, God. The shit that we can just say about the fucking WNBA. And I don't care how much Cynthia talked it up. I'm still not buying it.
I thought Cynthia was a delightful guest.
I thought so, too. I mean, Sean...
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Sean, you could have been nicer is all I'm saying.
Hey, man, I tried to stick up for them, and they were like, yo, man.
You could have been a little more hospitable.
Yeah, I mean, just a fucking nice word here and there. Especially when the guy...
It's not a lot to ask.
Yeah. I mean, his choice of beverage concerned me, but then again, he drank it so gracefully.
Hey, you like what you like.
Yeah, that's it. I mean...
He's not gonna. He ain't getting scurvy. Not with that.
No. I mean, high C is clearly important to Cynthia, and our other guest Drew. I mean, he was good too. It's like that's a guy who, he's gonna be a ladies' man.
He's already a ladies' man.
Yeah, I know. Can't say enough good things about both of them because by God, they gave us a lot of laughs.
Yeah.
Now, Sean, again. You got to work on how you treat our guests.
Whoa, now.
Here's the funny one. Out of those two, which one was a character?
Let us know when you hunt us down at work.
Take your pick.
One of those guys was playing a character. The other is really fucking like that.
Guess which one? Oh, wow.
All right, you got another story for us? Are we playing another round, or is that it?
Man, I can't take another one of his versions.
Yeah, I
of it.
don't have
like
another one
our
lined
version.
up, but
Yeah, he doesn't have anything lined up. We need to comb the news, see if there's any
Comb
more
the
balloon
news.
news that we need to
I
discuss.
like balloons.
Yeah, is there another fascinating story about balloons?
Full of COVID bats.
Or a balloon enthusiast club that can't find their balloon now and are calling the government like, did you shoot down our shed?
You know, just once I would love to see a video of a fucking hot air balloon actually blowing around like an actual balloon. with
Well,
people just clinging to the basket.
I do have
thought
I
you
do
were
have
going
some
for
good
just
news.
once. I'd like to see hot air balloon porn because there's never been a porn filmed in a hot air balloon.
There's a reason for
Have
it.
you looked?
I have not looked.
Maybe do some research first.
I will
before you
search my.
start spouting
Yeah.
stuff.
I will search my
Before you just
databases.
speculate.
Positive side, I went ahead, turned on incognito mode to go ahead and wipe all of Google's recommendations for me. Top trending, Beijing, China, raining worms.
It's raining
So,
worms.
It's raining worms.
Huh. All right.
I think that was pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it, that's not as interesting as I thought.
It's another of the plagues of Egypt.
In China?
In China.
Yeah,
Well,
they got pyramids there too.
yeah, they do. Yeah.
They got a bunch of them.
And they're not the nicest people.
What makes you say that?
I don't
Bigot?
know. Their human rights record. I mean, they're.
Yeah, they got a long list of human rights.
Yeah.
But more human wrongs.
Yes. Yes, they are. Especially to the women. Like, do they still do that whole if you have more than two and you have another female, they just throw it in the river?
I think they're trying. I
No,
think
I
they're
think
working
they-
on that because
I
their
think-
population's about to collapse.
Yeah, I think they've lifted their child ban thing.
Oh, I figured they'd just go ahead and make a rules like you have more than one baby and you have a female, you're obligated to let a fucking celebrity adopt it.
Well, see, that would have been the more profitable thing to do.
Commerce. Not bad. But yeah, that China, they're just, I don't know. I don't think they're interesting enough for us to talk about, are they? I mean,
Not without us getting really offensive. It's one of those things where it's like you can look at some of the stuff you do and you're like that's a bit. It's like we start talking on this, like, this ain't
That's
bits.
it.
This ain't a bit. This is just
I don't
them
know.
complaining about a country.
yeah.
I'm thankful for my iPhone, and we'll probably get a new one eventually. I don't want.
I don't care how
Trying
many
to
sweatshop
disturb.
kids you have to torture to get that iPhone.
Yeah.
I'll let 1,000 iPhone children die before I pay extra money for my phone.
I ain't paying $20,000 for American Union workers to build that phone.
No.
Hell no.
Oh, and you know what? You know what those Americans also have to have that the Chinese kids don't? Self-esteem. It's like we have to coddle our people. It's like we care about your feelings.
Yeah, you want to remove your phone from the table? Why are you like this? We're trying to be professional here.
I'm always like this.
Just take your time. Whenever you're done, we'll get back to it.
Oh no, just go ahead like I'm not even here. Oh, don't worry. It's just my American flag setting off my Ring doorbell.
Let freedom in.
There's freedom on your porch. Boom! Liberty at the front door.
Did you say you had vegetable
But
oil in your
patriotism's
house?
Here to see you. What?
It's like, did you say you had vegetable oil in your house?
Or in your thing that used to be a house now that it's been leveled.
Yeah. You know what that reminds me of? You remember that conversation me and you had a long time ago about Antifa and when they were going to come.
Totinos,
Yeah.
a pizza roll.
That was my dream. That was like when my brother, he read something about Antifa's going to come around to all the suburbs of Charleston. And I was like, that would be the greatest thing.
Sounds totally believable.
Yeah. It's like when they wanted, I told Sean, I was like, the best fucking thing that could happen is they come to my house and I'm standing there on the other side of the door with my shotgun. I gut shot one and then I walk out, grab him by the ankle, and drag him in the house while singing the Totino's Pizza Roll song. It's like, next!
Yeah, it makes great sense because, white suburban rural West Virginia can definitely be construed as fascists that
Yes.
need protested.
Yeah, my whole thing was like, okay, the most unbelievable part of that for me was that they said they would go after the suburbs of Charleston, as if that's not where
What Charleston
most
is.
of the guns are. It's like, I want to go where they can most assuredly defend themselves against my actions. It's like, that's just...
Yeah, I don't think they'll be coming by. They're not doing too hot. They're having to import their
Honestly,
labor.
I haven't seen anything from them in a long time. But
I've seen just some
That's
stuff
because they
recently.
defeated all the fascists and went home.
did they?
Probably not.
No,
I don't think they did.
they've been popping
don't
up.
know.
This might be dated by the time that the episode
it
actually
will.
comes out.
It's already dated. We're talking about fucking Antifa. Who cares?
Well, no, they had some stuff recently in Georgia because
did?
they had a thing where it's like people were talking about the fact that it's like they always try to be like, oh no, man, it's the local, we're banding together to stop fascism, and you're like, oh, I see. Why is this dude from France here?
Fucking-
You're having to import the French to fight your battles. If I remember correctly, last time they went up against some Nazis, they didn't do too hot.
No, they didn't at all. Like, they weren't in good shape at all in World War II, as I recall. Didn't they get a lot of shit stolen and knocked down?
Yeah, probably.
One, you could say that.
I think everybody got shit stolen and knocked down in World War II.
Especially the Jews.
They.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hit Sean's hot button. The Jews.
Keep this guy away from your laundry.
Oy vey.
Next
No,
thing-
don't worry.
next
My
thing you know-
dryer is a electric dryer, not a gas dryer.
Holy shit, Sean.
Yet another one.
Are we done here?
No,
For the sake of the podcast, yes.
we got 5 more minutes.
5 minutes of awkward silence.
109 countries can't
Like,
be wrong.
What do we follow the gas dryer joke up with? Like, do we have anything of them maybe killing children?
The Jews? Killing children? What? I don't think they do that yet.
I think that's the Catholics that rape them to death.
Oh, yes. Just think how much fun the Catholics could have with the boy in the striped pajamas. Giving old Shmuel the business.
I never saw that movie. I understand the premise, but I never saw that.
I only saw it, I saw half of it, and I was like, boy, this is depressing.
Yeah, apparently there was some unpleasant shit going on in that place at that time.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm, year 2015 middle class America. I didn't have to deal with that shit. Having my head forcibly shaved before they pushed me in a gas chamber. I got the good life.
The bar's not really
No.
set that high for to have a good
if
life.
that's the bar, you can probably get, you can clear it in flip flops. Yeah. What a good name, though. Shmuel. Why don't us white people just use that?
You could just go change your name.
Shmuel.
Go home. Tell
That's-
your daughter. Be like, hey, I'm changing our last name to Shmuel. Does that sound good?
That's first name.
Ask Cynthia. how
Oh,
to
then
do
tell
a
her
name
that
change.
that's her new name. Tell her, be like, hey,
You still got
Child.
you still got Cynthia's info. Just ask him how to do a name change.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I'll do that. I got his info. I'll see him later. I'm sure of it because all you got to do is look in the fucking child beverage aisle of Family Dollar. Oh my God, that was so good. I don't care what you say, Sean. That was a fucking wonderful guest. Yeah, it just before we bring any more guests in, you need to work on your people skills because
I don't know if I consider those guests people.
I don't know that John has people skills.
Yeah, I'm autistic, remember?
Well,
Why are you going to bully me?
autistic, antisocial, Whole bunch of shit. He used to be antisocial. I remember when I first met him, he wouldn't talk to anybody.
I didn't talk to people up there.
Just walked around with his hands in his pocket.
the
I
FedEx
don't
that we
talk
worked
to
at.
people at all ever.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, he'd just walk around with his hands in his pocket, not even talking to anybody.
Well, I mean, would you talk to other people if the only people that you conversed with was old?
Yeah, I think I would keep to myself then too.
Yeah.
Old tree. His fucking singles. I like pink bandanas and why are my teeth falling out? He's like, I sweat because I care. Oh my god.
Try my new favorite, my new fragrance.
They
Cigarette smoke in a fan.
Yeah, in a
they,
box fan.
they can't page me if I'm in my car.
With the windows up, smoking. Oh, is that too specific? I think that feels like.
I mean, we
that
changed.
is a little.
that
we-
felt like,
specific.
yeah,
That
we
is-
need to cut
We
that
changed.
out.
No,
That
we
felt like I
changed.
got
We changed the
specific.
name, so it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that got a little too specific, though.
Yeah,
Like,
that
too many name drops right there. We need to cut that part out.
that there might be a little cut.
So we have to go like another 3 minutes. Wonderful.
We're at 31 right now. So, I mean, 2 minutes. of
We'll just play an
filler.
extended intro on this one and stretch it out. We'll be good on time.
That's fine. So, so we'll cut this out. Our outro will be done.
Yeah, we'll put a commercial at the end.
Yeah.
Cut it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can cut it now.
Don't forget to tune in to what's my show called?
All over the place.
Kid Free Weekends.
Yeah,
with,
yeah. Kid Free Weekend with
what's that
Ashley
broad's
and
name?
Sean.
What's that broad's name? Ashley.
Yeah, she's gonna love it that you called her that broad. he's setting himself up for a fourth tour of duty.
Kid Free Weekends with Ashley and Shane.
Yes, and also continue to tune into this podcast whenever we actually put it out and it stays out. So thanks for listening, and we will see you next time.